Previously on Plotty Time.
It's a classic, modern classic.
I can't believe I didn't play it.
It's the same guy who wrote the Bible wrote this. I guess we don't know much about the pilot, so
Yeah,
he didn't survive.
You jump out, don't open your chute, and you land on the ground.
Is this just going to be a dinosaur murder podcast? Because I'm fine with that.
That's fine. Yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
Don't insult me. I could fail circles around you losers.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
Heard about Pluto? Messed up, right?
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, if I stop drinking all at once, I'm afraid the cumulative hangover will kill me. Welcome to Plotty Time. So we'll start this week, as we always do, with Poppascotch's Correction Crevice. And I'm glad to say we got nothing. We were absolutely perfect again last week.
Nailed it.
Perfect. We're so good at this.
Yeah, we keep doing that. Soon we might have to get rid of this segment entirely. Because we're so perfect all the time. So, let's get into it like we normally do, and we'll start with you, Dr. Syintist. What have you been playing, watching? What's going on over there?
Well, I spent incredibly way too much time playing Nier Automata.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's platinumed, and I played it like 45 hours the last 2 weeks.
That's it?
Last week?
And also, well,
2 weeks, he said.
Oh, okay, Jesus.
it's
That was almost ridiculous for a second there.
it's easy to get the platinum, though, because once you beat like everything, it offers you a chance to like buy the trophies with coins from the game.
What?
So there was like farming ones I didn't do or stuff
weird.
like that. Yeah. Saved me a lot of time.
Interesting.
I had to buy like 5 of them.
But would I like it?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's not scotchy enough?
Yeah, it's not. There's no first person shooter part of it.
Oh, never mind. What I really want is like a turret segment, like where I can get behind a turret and shoot at enemies.
Well, there's like dual stick shooter parts of it.
Ew.
It's all right.
Is there any helicopter crashes?
Not a single one. There's other crashes though.
Is it even a game?
Right? If it doesn't have any of those, then it has to be a Metroidvania.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's an RPG. But I did manage to watch a couple of movies during the thing. I watched Red Riding Hood.
Which
with
one?
Amanda Seyfried. And
I've seen that movie 3 times.
it's not very good.
What?
I keep forgetting I watched it.
Well, I get it. It doesn't help that there's 700 different interpretations of that story in movie form.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not bad. It's probably the best Red Riding Hood I've seen. But And I also watched Midsummer.
It's so good.
Ooh.
It was good. I mean, part of it I felt was unnecessary.
Did you feel uncomfortable? Did it make you feel like you were tripping for a little bit sometimes?
It did.
Yeah, right?
It did. Like, but they went overboard. Like, you didn't really have to do the Blood Eagle part of it. It was kind of more horror porn than anything.
What was the Blood Eagle part?
Where they have them strapped up in the little thing and their lungs
with
ripped
his
out.
lungs out?
Yeah.
And the chickens?
Yeah. It was kind of unnecessary, but
I thought it was pretty hot.
Oh, how real did that fucking swan dive into the rock scene look like?
I love when they squish his head.
So good.
And I love how they're like, no, you guys you don't get it. It's part of our culture. It's fine.
I did
NBD.
not realize it was a horror movie for the first 5 or 6 minutes I was watching.
Right.
Awesome.
It completely threw me off because I was not ready for that genre in my head.
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It was one of the better ones I've seen lately.
Did you see his other one?
Nah, what's that?
Hereditary?
Yes.
No, I did not.
Hereditary.
I'll have to watch that one then. Let me
Yeah,
write it
it's
down.
good, too. It's fucking crazy.
No, I did like the pure white Viking pagan cult in the middle of nowhere. That was a nice little.
So good.
What was it called? Hereditary. All right.
Hereditary, yeah.
Those crazy Scandinavians, I tell you what.
Yeah. What? Do they have like that, like knockout thing in Scandinavia?
What knockout?
Well, like I don't know. It might be more of like voodoo kind of dust that made them pass out, but they could still be awake, but they couldn't move or anything.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can get that.
Yeah, maybe.
They have the dark web.
Well, they don't. They didn't have anything.
The zombie dust or whatever it's colloquially called.
But,
yeah, I hear you. I mean, if anyone needs some, email plottytime@gmail.com. But that's a whole other thing. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah, that's all I did. What did you do there, Poppascotch?
Well, thanks for asking, buddy. What did I do? I played a little. Well, the only game I really played was Golf Club 2019.
On Stadia?
No, it wasn't on Stadia. It was on PlayStation 4. I meant to get back into Guilt. I just didn't get a chance. But I really do want to finish that game because it was pretty cool. There's also big news. I'll get to that in a sec. But I watched the first half of Season 5 of Better Call Saul.
Oh, yeah?
Have you guys been watching the show? Do you care about the show at all?
No.
I couldn't get into the first season, so I just gave up on it.
Yeah, you expect, like, because Breaking Bad kind of ramped up and it was pretty nuts at points.
Yeah.
And Better Call Saul doesn't really, it's more like the chill parts of Breaking Bad. So it takes a while to get into. I like it, but I got to finish that up. Then I also watched a trio of Satan movies.
Oh, shit.
Started with the Satanic Panic.
Okay.
That's
Seen
the
that.
one with Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell's in it for a minute there.
Oh, that's the one where she can, like, read people's guts and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a movie where if you're going in for a fun gore movie, then yeah, you're in the right mindset. It'll be great.
Exactly. Don't expect anything from it, though.
No. No. I watched We Summon the Darkness.
That's it.
I've seen that, yep.
The one about the, I guess, satanic cult in the 80s murdering a bunch of people all over the country. And then that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And Johnny Knoxville was in it as a...
Preacher?
Yeah, like a crazy religious super Catholic preacher.
I still think his best role was Men in Black. Was he in that?
I think it was Men in Black 2.
Yeah,
maybe.
Men in Black
Okay.
2?
Maybe.
And dude, I'm telling you, that guy can actually act here and there. Like, we should see him in more stuff.
Yeah, did you see him in that Grandpa movie?
He's like the next Tyler Perry.
No, you know what movie he was good in? I can't remember the fucking name of it, but the one with Arnold, where he has to protect the border town.
I don't know.
I'll look it up when you're talking there, Chump Slap. But he was like the outcast crazy person in this border town in Texas, and he helps defend them because he has a whole bunch of like fucking miniguns and shit. And he plays a guy that's like outsider, crazy weirdo, out of his mind. So obviously perfect for Johnny Knoxville.
I might check it out.
I'll get you that title. The other one I watched, something I did not see coming, a movie called A Dark Song. Have you guys heard about this one?
Sounds familiar, but
It was fucking nuts. It was really good, but it's one of those movies I don't think I'm going to watch ever again. It was about a woman who lost her child.
Okay.
And so she rents this huge house in the middle of fucking nowhere. And she tries to hire these mediums. She eventually hires one. And they have to start this huge ritual in order for her to talk to her guardian angel so that she can ask for a favor. Yeah, and they take it, it's played very seriously.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole time, like, she's doing these crazy incantations and, like, suffering and drinking blood, and the guy's a huge asshole, and it's just them two pretty much the entire film. And it's pretty intense. The whole time you're like, is this a real thing? Is it not?
Is it worth a watch?
I would say for you, Chump Slap, definitely. And if you're down with Midsummer there, Dr. Scientist, you might enjoy A Dark Song.
I think it was like recommended for me because I remember reading that description but not watching the movie.
It was... Okay, if Satanic Panic and We Summon the Darkness were fun gore movies, this is not. A Dark Song is not. It would be better with a Midsummer double bill if they both didn't combine make you want to kill yourself. But other than that, that is all I did with my free time. So I think it is your turn, the one we always wait for. Sir Chump Slap, playing, watching, what's going on?
Well, I played Modern Warfare Remastered.
Oh, wow.
Does it hold up?
Yeah, it was all right. It was fucking short as shit, though. I forgot how short the Modern Warfare campaigns were, like 5 hours or
Oh,
something.
I was going to say 45 minutes.
No, not
Not
that short.
that short.
So I beat it in a day and just deleted it. I got back into Borderlands a little bit, just leveling up,
Nice.
doing the tentacle thing.
Technical thing I kind of enjoyed. It was a nice little story of love.
There's a fucking stupid boss I had to get rid of the mayhem mode for because I couldn't kill him.
Which one?
The one with the platforming things. Yeah,
Oh,
platform.
that
fights.
that was one of the most annoying bosses in the world.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I just couldn't kill him.
Oh, I had no problem killing him. I died so many times fucking trying to jump from thing to thing.
I don't know. I just had like level 50 weapons, and it was like he was
yeah.
at like 55 already. I was like, fuck, I can't do anything to him. But yeah, it's all right. I'm up to level 57 now. I don't know if I'm going to
It's about time you're lead enough.
Don't know if
Brag.
I'm going to play enough anymore, or just wait for another level cap.
Yeah.
But let's get into the movies.
Ooh, wait, drum roll. That's my drum roll.
All right, you heard the drum roll here. Yeah, I watched Chud for the first time. I've never seen it.
And what does CHUD stand for?
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers,
Just
Perfect.
for fans, of course. we know.
Or?
chemical something urban disposal. That's what it originally stood for until it made the chuds.
Okay.
Little inside baseball there for you.
Oh, thanks, bro.
But it's all right for an 80s fucking horror movie.
Which is what every 80s horror movie is.
I know, they're so good. Right. I watched this new movie called Arkansas. You guys hear about this one?
Oh, I saw the trailer. I'm interested.
It's like
Good, bad?
Clark Duke directed it, and he was in it, and I liked it. It's just a story about some drug runners and
Oh, yeah, that one.
how they go through fucking shit up, and I don't know.
And John Malkovich is in it too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a good cast. I think one of the Hemsworths, Liam.
Not Thor Hemsworth.
Yeah,
No, the other one. Yeah, he's in it.
because they probably wouldn't have played Liam enough.
It looks exactly the same.
Okay, wait. So there's Thor Hemsworth. That's Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Liam, who is this guy, who we've seen in other stuff that's not coming to mind right
date
now.
Miley Cyrus?
Maybe. I don't
Did
know.
he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
And there's another one, right? The guy from Westworld. Is he one of the? No one's. Not
I
connected
don't
on
even
this
know
one?
if that's true.
I don't think there are 3 Hemsworths.
I mean, this guy's named
3 Hemsworths of what?
I'm going to be super embarrassed if he's not even related to him at all. Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah, but it's a good movie. Good movie.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but the movie I was talking about with Schwarzenegger and Johnny Knoxville was The Last Stand from 2013.
I never even heard of that.
And, ooh, bam, 2 for 2. No fucking correction crevice entries today, buddy. Luke Hemsworth is older brother of Chris and Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, older.
He probably doesn't look like the other two. That's why we never noticed.
He does, but he looks very much older.
Huh.
Isn't The Last Stand a Stephen King novel?
That's just The Stand.
Oh.
You're mixing that up with Last Action Hero.
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you. That would be a good mashup.
Last Action Stand.
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
All right, but yeah, Arkansas good. I watched this movie called The Wretched about this.
2-5 flyer that takes other people's creatures.
No, kind of.
Is that the one? Didn't I mention this last week?
I think you did, actually.
Did you?
It sounds familiar. Because I thought about making the magic joke last week.
Yeah, with the children that go missing and it's the witch eating them.
Yes.
She convinces them not to.
She's like possessed or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I enjoyed
It's a
it.
fun possession movie if you're into that kind of thing. If you're
Could've
not,
used
I don't know.
More vampires, but what do I know?
Yeah, I like like deep woods possession type things. Like, what the hell's the name of that creature from the woods? The Wendigo.
Babadook.
Oh, the Wendigo. Yeah, I was thinking of Babadook too, but
Yeah,
Wendigo.
so many. But it's a good movie. Check it out. I watched the
Rougarou. That's what I was thinking.
the new Fantasy Island movie.
Oh, I got to hear everything.
I thought we
about
weren't
this.
talking about porns we watched.
He snuck it in. He got us.
I've never seen the original show, so I can't tell you if it's the same, but I doubt it. It was so bad. Really.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go on record.
Like bad? Like not even fun bad? Just bad?
I
bad?
guess it was worth the time, but once you watch the whole thing, you're like, why? Why did I spend my time on it?
Okay.
But yeah, check it out if you like. All the twists and shit were just stupid. It's like, oh my god, this is the twist.
They're
No,
all trying to be Shyamalan-esque,
this is the twist. Oh,
Oh, okay. I see
yeah,
what you
I didn't like it.
and the whole point was our friendships we found along the way.
Right.
Exactly.
The treasure was inside us the whole time. Oh, those are great.
Yeah, don't waste your time on that one. But the slapper of the week we got. Ow! Pizza of Rage.
Oh,
Pizza Rage?
American classic.
Oh,
Of Rage. It's about
BEATS.
like the end of the world times. And
the future times.
yeah.
2021.
And people do Dance Dance Revolution for booze.
Yeah.
I wish you could see my face now, Poppascotch.
I've actually seen this in the theater,
It's good.
and I can't explain it better than that. And that's actually the sequel. It's the second one.
Is it?
Yeah, FP2 Beats of Rage. What is the first one? Is called
FP1?
I have the blue. I went to a screening at the Alamo. The first one was called the FP.
What does FP
And then-
stand for?
The FP. I think it's just the name of their town, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's like the area.
Okay. Like the 610.
Yeah, kind of.
Exactly. Oh yes, it's control of Fraser Park.
Oh.
Yeah, but
But it's pretty. There's nothing like it.
no.
I'll say that.
What about like that 80s classic breaking with Jean-Claude Van Damme and the breakdance competitions?
Breakin'?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, I haven't seen that or the sequel. I remember Breakin'. Well, I don't remember, but I remember hearing that Breakin' was fucking huge.
I've never seen it though.
It's Jean-Claude Van Damme's on all the covers, but he's in the movie for like 2 minutes because he wasn't famous when he did it, but then he got famous, so they kind of
Oh, one of those.
yeah.
I don't know if that's nearly as good as
No, probably not.
Pizza for Age, but
No, probably not.
But it's similar in the breakdancing aspects.
What was the Tom Hanks movie where they did that?
Beats of Rage?
where they did
No.
DVR.
Big?
No, where they did the thing where he was in the movie for like 2 seconds, and then he's now on the cover of everything because he did it before he was huge. It was something with like role playing or Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that movie.
Yeah.
A made-for-TV movie.
Role models?
No, it was old. It's like 80s.
Oh, I have no idea.
And it was about how Dungeons and Dragons was evil. And it caused kids to be
Satanic?
satanic and
Okay.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on a heck of a satanic panic kick, so that would be a great one to watch.
Yeah, it's very low budget and
No.
I don't know. They try to be sad.
Oh, here it is. Mazes and Monsters
Yep, that's it.
from 1982.
Are the monsters the kids?
The monsters.
The
were the
monsters
kids. Oh,
were
Lord.
inside us the whole time. Bringing it back.
But that's it from my side of the table today.
Beats of
Perfect.
Rage.
Check it out.
So yeah, anybody, if you get the chance, FP2 Beats of Rage, go check it out.
It's definitely a slapper.
Yeah, watch it under the influence because it'll be way better,
Sure
and
is.
it might actually make more sense. I don't know.
I don't know if it can make more sense.
Yeah, it pretty much explains itself.
Something about competitive apocalyptic Dance Dance Revolution just really spoke to you. Like everything clicked in
It
place.
totally did.
All right, perfect. Go check it out. So now, how about we get into some video game news here? How does that sound?
All
All
right.
right, throw some stuff at us.
Let's hear what you got.
All right. Well, the biggest news probably of the year, probably won't be beat, and that's with 2 different generations coming out. 2K Studios is releasing a new PGA Tour video game.
Oh my goodness! Are they the ones who did Tiger Woods?
No, that was
EA.
EA.
Oh,
PGA Tour 2K21 was teased, and it's going to be by the studio who did Golf Club 2019.
oh, so that's why you're doing that. You're trying to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Maybe it was not a coincidence, I'll tell you that much.
What, is it a VR version where you can put the helmet on and use the sticks to swing your club?
I wish. I remember
That would
they
be
did
awesome.
that for one of the Tiger Woods games. I think it was the one with the Masters on the cover, 2016 maybe. But you could get the motion controller and you could swing with the camera and the motion thingy.
I bet that would suck to do.
Yeah, I mean that's why I play the game because I can't actually swing like that.
Fair point. But they're looking to release more news this week about it. So you guys just wait for an update next week. Oh, buddy. The other thing that happened, have you guys seen this Xbox event? The news coming out of that?
I saw some of it.
No.
The Xbox Series X event happened, and they showed off a lot of games. They showed off a number of studios that are developing games for this platform. But there was a bit of controversy.
Oh, no. Tell us.
They showed and touted the event as having one of the big draws to get people in to see this was that they were going to show actual gameplay footage.
Ah, liars.
Yeah, like video games running on the Series X, what they look like. Maybe not in a final version, but you know what I mean? Like a close approximation of actual gameplay. Well, it turns out that there was none of that. It was pre-rendered on dev software. And yeah, it looked really pretty, looked really great, but it wasn't like someone actually playing through the game. You know what I mean?
What else do you expect from Microsoft?
It's just a commercial.
It was pretty much commercials. So then they ended up apologizing after the fact and saying,
Oh, after everybody already saw it.
exactly. They said, maybe like the head of marketing said, maybe we didn't manage expectations properly, which does happen when you lie to everybody.
when you flat out tell them false.
So there's also a bunch of people writing editorials about how Xbox is really fucking this whole thing up so far. So
They're like
that'll
the
be
Trump
fun to watch.
administration of video games.
Exactly.
That's
That's a deep take.
that's harsh.
Yeah.
Hot take on my part.
Yeah, very hot take. Not a lot of people saying that. Also, another piece of next-gen news, a really cool thing came out. EA came out and said, if you buy one of their games this fall for the 2021 sports season, like Madden 21 or FIFA 21, you will receive a free upgrade for the PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X version.
That's how it should always be.
Yeah.
Now, that's pretty cool. However,
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
A butt.
yeah, the news came out and everyone's like, that's really cool of EA. Maybe they're turning it around, from this previous image they have of maybe possibly being money hungry, a little.
No, a corporation
yeah,
in the United States?
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Okay. Throw that
So-
in there.
That news came out. Everyone's like, that's pretty cool. Then the next day, they're like, wait a minute. But there's actually a time limit. To receive your offer, players must purchase Madden NFL 21 on Xbox One by, well, it's also going to be PlayStation, but by December 31st, 2020. And you need to upgrade to Xbox Series X by March 31st, 2021.
That's fine. I mean, if you plan on getting it right when it comes out
I expected
anyway.
something worse than that.
Yeah. I expect that you have to buy like packs in the
Who's
game
gonna,
to do it.
who's gonna buy the game 3 months after it comes out and buy it for the old system anyway?
People that aren't as balling as us and can't,
And who's
can't
that?
upgrade immediately. That's
People
Clowns?
people who don't have this plotty time money.
Yeah, we're flossing pretty hard over here.
You know it.
Dab.
Also, another thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know, have either of you guys played Streets of Rage 4 yet?
Beats of Rage.
No, but I've heard good
Probably
things.
should have brought it up when we were talking about that, huh? But yeah, I heard really good things. There's Destructoid, at least, is saying that it's an early Game of the Year contender.
No.
That's how good they're saying it is. So I think I want to give that a try.
There hasn't been a shmup like that in a long time. Well, I guess it's a beat 'em up, not a shoot 'em up.
Are they beat 'em ups? I guess they're called. That's what it is, right? A beat 'em up?
Yeah, it's a side-scrolling
Side scroll beating them up.
Dungeon Double Dragon.
Yeah, I was just going to say Double Dragon style.
Or Streets of Rage.
What?
Yeah, or Streets of Rage.
Or
yeah.
Streets of Rage, yes. Exactly. I'm going to pick that up, I think. Give it a shot. So that's it. That's all I got for video game news. So do you guys want to get into this?
Well, I want to mention something I read on Reddit because it's hilarious to me about Stadia
About Stadia.
and the PUBG part of it.
Ooh.
Like, I guess there was a guy, he played 2 matches, and one was him and one guy and 98 bots.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one was him versus 99 bots because there wasn't enough
Fuck outta
players.
here.
And he's like, he lost, so he just watched the bots try and kill each other for like the rest of it. And since they kind of suck, it took a long time.
Man,
It made me laugh.
That's interesting.
that's a bummer.
You should go play
Absolute
it.
bummer.
Let us know.
Yeah, it'd be me versus that guy. It's so sad, too, because that game's, fucking free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe they do. Don't they have Fortnite on there, too? They have Fortnite everywhere.
I think that's free too.
Yeah, it's always been free.
Yeah.
You play it on your fucking phone.
I did see a great meme that said, I absolutely love Fortnite. And underneath in real small print, it's like, because it keeps all the 12-year-olds playing that game out of my other games I want to play. So, also there was a little bit of talk, not so much news, but a lot of people are bitching and complaining with just cause about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new one. Because you keep downloading updates to it and it's ballooned to like 80 gigs now.
Like the most recent 2020 version.
Yes, correct.
Oh, there's a 2020 version?
I don't know.
I played the 2016 version.
Well, the new one that just came out, the new Call of Duty's called Modern Warfare. It's like a soft reboot.
Oh, okay.
It was the campaign was fine. It wasn't anything really great, but it was fine. And it just keeps downloading these massive updates, and people are getting pretty fucking fed up because you have to, in order to play online, you have to have all the most current updates.
How
So-
come the updates keep adding that much stuff?
That's a great question, because when you get the disc, those are Blu-ray discs. At most, they can contain, 50 gigs? 45 gigs, something like that?
Yeah.
So if you get it and put it in the thing, you can't play multiplayer till another 45 fucking gigs or whatever it is downloads.
Gotta love video games.
Yeah, man. Remember when the game came out and they put it in a box and they said, "Here you go," and that
you
was
could
fucking
play
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it mostly worked.
Yeah, flawlessly.
Oh, different times, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about now we get into the game?
All
of
right.
the
All
week?
right.
All right, yeah. Let's do
All
that.
right. So this week we are talking about the PC classic Return to Castle Wolfenstein. It was released. No, it was a soft reboot for the Wolfenstein series, which I think is on like 4. The
I
fourth
don't-
iteration of they just reboot it for like every generation, and
Yeah.
no one gives a shit because it's great. It was released November 19th, 2001 for PC, and then over the next 2 years, it rolled out for Mac, Xbox, PS2, and Linux. It was developed by Gray Matter Interactive and published by Activision. It's an action game, World War II first-person shooter, written by Mr. Steve Goldberg. So this week, this was your pick there, Dr. Scientist. So how about you give us a little rundown, a little lead into the game we're going to talk about?
Well, I'll give you a quick rundown of the previous games, iterations of the series too, because it's not long.
Yeah, catch us up.
The first things of it were like top-down stealth games, Castle Wolfenstein and Beyond Castle Wolfenstein, where you're just an Allied spy caught and you have to escape. And in the second one, you get to kill Hitler, so that's always a plus.
Awesome.
They're kind of just
Well, he's alive in this one.
texty. Well, these are reboots.
Oh, okay.
And then the first reboot was Wolfenstein 3D, which is what I equated Wolfenstein to in my head. Has B.J. Blazkowicz, who's a Polish, Jewish, American spy.
Uh-huh.
which is a weird combination, but
It's pretty badass.
he basically gets caught and has to escape Castle Wolfenstein. And then he thwarts a plan to stop the Nazis from getting undead armies. And then he ends up killing Hitler, which is always a plus.
Classic Nazis and their fucking undead armies.
And there's a couple of
Right.
prequels where he stops the Germans from getting the Spear of Destiny and bullshit like that. Not very plot-heavy games, those previous Wolfensteins. But now the third iteration of Wolfenstein is this one, The Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Oh, right.
You know, I always thought that the one I remember being around is Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah, that's one I remember.
Is that the one with the robot Hitler?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I forgot that there were ones before that.
Yeah, they're like in the 80s, early 80s, top-down, stealthy kind of games. They're not very...
I thought Wolfenstein was like Doom.
That's the 3D one.
Okay. That's the only one I know then.
Yeah. But now we'll do this one. And the game opens up. It's a first-person shooter. That's basically all it is. Game
Dope.
opens up in 943 AD, around the Dark Ages time of Europe.
When wizards were rampant.
Yeah.
Those crazy wizards, right?
And it just shows a
man.
battle between a wizard and some kind of evil knight type. And then he's like, you can't beat me. And the wizard's like, oh, yeah. And he just kind of like sticks him in a tomb.
Scribbles a little spell on the ground.
And then
Awesome.
not where at all where I expected the Castle Wolfenstein to start.
Exactly.
Jump forward 1,000 years.
Can you imagine this being like your first foray into this since like 3D? And it's like, I remember this being very different, not with wizards and ground ruins or
Yeah.
runes.
And it jumps forward 1,000 years, and it shows like an excavation site. And they dig up something, and they're like, oh, we got to notify Himmler. We found him.
We found him.
And then it kind of just intro. And it cuts scenes to a man at a desk, which I guess is supposed to be like a leader of the intelligence services for the Allies.
BJ's boss.
BJ's boss.
He felt like there's a little bit of Teddy Roosevelt in there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
there you
timeline does not match up.
No, not at all.
That was the vibe I got, like the dad figure, distinguished. Maybe a little. Did he have an accent? Like maybe a little
It
Churchillish.
was weird, yeah. I'm not sure if
like
it was European of some sort.
maybe it was like an amalgamation of all the World War II
Yeah.
Allied leaders.
Well, I don't know if he was supposed to be American or...
I think he's supposed to be like outside of governments because doesn't he?
But I mean, he talks that... Well,
Don't they run with?
I'm just saying because soon he goes to a meeting and there's like very ethnically bad like voices of the other guys. I believe one's Irish
Yarr.
and one's...
It was definitely like a joint Allied task force, I
Yeah.
guess,
All right, there you go.
of some sort. Yeah, like an intelligence thing.
which has like I think 3 agents and 2 of them are dead in the first level, like immediately.
And this also stars BJ Blazkowicz, who's the same guy from Castlevania 3D, just for the record, because I missed that part in the beginning.
Oh, I just wanted to ask real quick. I was pretty sure from watching all the videos, but are we dealing with a silent protagonist again?
I didn't see him talk anything.
Yeah, I don't think he does. But because it would make sense because did you guys watch the actual gameplay of this one?
I watched a long play of it.
There's a lot of chatter from the Nazi NPCs.
Yes, there is quite a bit.
There's a lot. It's great stuff. Great stuff. We'll get to it. I don't want to.
And they have like I guess it's the intelligence meeting, and they go over the Nazis have this occult rituals in the SS Paranormal Division, which is led by Helga van Bulow, which is a terrific name. Mm-hmm. Kind of said I didn't come up with it.
As one of your aliases?
Yeah. And they go through some members of it, like William Strassa, and
Yes, he does
heads
the
up-
special projects.
yeah, he does special projects, which I guess is like biochemical, nuclear, all kinds of special weapons, rockets and stuff. Because you got to remember, there weren't really rockets around here.
Oh, yeah.
And that he knows they're digging near Castle Wolfenstein, but we sent our guys in.
Yeah, that's what he has a titular line right away. He's like, "Return to Castle Wolfenstein immediately."
Yeah.
He said the name of the thing in the thing.
So was I don't understand the history of Castle Wolfenstein. This was a whole thing.
I guess it's just a
Like the 1500s, maybe. Like that was just the name of the castle. It's just where this shit happened to go down. I guess.
I assume because I don't remember seeing any background of what Castle Wolfenstein is.
It's like the headquarters of their occult division.
Yeah, the SS Paranormal Division. Yeah, duh.
Obviously.
Of course, the evil headquarters is a castle.
Why wouldn't it be? They're in Germany.
And
Yeah. Touche?
and they talk in this meeting, and he's like, "Well, do you think we should send someone in?" He's like, "No, we'll just wait for them to escape."
Yeah.
Cut to you in a jail cell,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hear someone screaming and getting tortured and stuff. And whoever's doing the torturing, I forget his name. I have it written down somewhere, but
I don't know.
Was it Dr. Z or something like that?
yeah, something like that. Zith or Ziff or something. I don't remember exactly.
He's torturing the
He's
British agent.
Yeah, the British intelligence agent trying to get info on him. He's like, he doesn't got nothing. Go get the other guy. And the Nazi guard's like, okay. So the Nazi guard goes get him, but he's not there. And he looks around, and he's doing his best Spider-Man impression on the roof,
That's pretty good.
and drops right on him.
My God, BJ is crazy.
Yeah, it's right off the bat. It shows you how super BJ Blazkowicz is.
But he's just a soldier, right? He doesn't have, like, special allied powers.
Yeah, he's just a.
No, he's just a strong guy.
Just an American badass.
might
That's
be
what we're
like-
dealing with here.
He might be like the Punisher or something, just a super better at everything than everybody.
All right. Yeah, he probably is.
And then you just basically fight your way out of the castle, and it's just shooting Nazis, which is always good. And you get to a cable car, and you take this cable car down to the village and take over the guard station. And then you finally meet the German resistance leader, Kessler.
Oh, no.
Nice.
And he tells you to hurry up and stop Helga because she's excavating near Castle Wolfenstein. And
Interesting.
he's like, all right, I guess I got to go back there now and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to the graveyard, which is apparently where they're excavating everything. It's like
Oh, I thought they were in Egypt or something.
they were in the beginning. Now they're doing something else here.
It looked Egyptian.
Yeah, I pictured Middle East somewhere.
All right.
You go to the mausoleum, and you can hear Nazi guards talking about how all these monsters are everywhere, and you kind of don't know what's going on.
So they're just like zombies that came out of the ground and
I
started
wrote
attacking.
Draugr because that's kind of what they are.
Okay.
Okay.
And you see them, and then they're fighting the zombies, and I put supernatural wizards too because there's guys that shoot shit at you.
Mm-hmm.
And you go around, you fight through them, fight through some Nazi guys,
Right.
and you fight through this tomb, and you end up at an underground temple, which is also kind of weird, but whatever.
Is this where Helga von Bülow is?
Yes, with Dr. Ziff or whatever.
Dr. Zeff.
And they're doing something with a body, and you're like, hurry up. And he's like, soon, I can't rush this. This isn't dentistry or whatever the fuck he said.
You can rush dentistry.
Awesome.
Is this where she starts talking about some dagger she wants?
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to risk getting screwed this up. And she's like, fuck it. And shoots him anyway.
Yeah. So
She takes the dagger.
she's like, fuck it. I'm going for the dagger.
Yeah. You can't stop me, doctor. Well, it's kind of, we should just wait a little bit. Nope. Boom.
No, bam,
Shot right in the
dead.
face.
Stupid Nazi doctor.
Bug him.
So Helga takes this dagger, and you kind of follow her through the crypt a little bit. And you hear her scream. You run into the room, and all of a sudden there's an evil spirit, which she might have just accidentally unleashed.
By taking the dagger, she unleashed an evil spirit.
Yeah. And that's,
Should have listened to the doctor.
What?
it's kind of like your first boss fight in the game. It's to run around, shoot.
Does it kill her?
Yeah.
It looked very annoying.
Yes, it did.
Like the play I was in, it was he kept throwing those souls at you and summoning enemies and
Yeah, and you just kind of run and like kite around.
like
the
hide
room.
the whole time. Yeah.
Gotta love those kite fights.
Yeah. One of the most annoying things in Borderlands.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Kite fight?
Where you get the
Yeah.
kite.
We got kite around room. Like run around, can't stop.
Don't tell us you don't know what that is, Mr. Metro.
I've never heard that term before.
Like if you run in circles around a boss so they can't hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm familiar with the strategy.
Yeah,
I just
that's
didn't know it was
called
called-
kiting.
It's called kiting. So
No kid, and I learned something today.
nice.
I can't believe you didn't know that. You play first-person shooters all the time.
Yeah, and I do it all the time. Like, that's a very well-worn strategy to beat everything.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that's what it was called, or there was even a term for it.
It's a good strategy when enemies shoot where you are and not where you're going to be.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Kiting. Wow, you learned 2 things so far in this 1.5 long podcast.
Yeah, how about it? It only took 70 episodes to come up with common fucking video game references. And eventually, I don't know, maybe, I can't say for sure, but I might figure out what a Metrovania is someday.
Maybe.
Once you play one, you'll know.
Will I?
We'll have a very special episode where we just berate you on it.
Guys, I think I know what it is. Here's 700 questions.
You passed the quiz. But you kill the evil spirit and you take the dagger and Zemp's note. His name is Dr. Zemph.
Oh, there you go.
And you take his notes. And then it cuts back to the intelligence briefing guy. And he's,
I love this. I have a quote from from the English guy. When they're like,
"Oh yeah,
what's going on?" He's like, it's just some jiggery pokery releasing
Yes.
ghoulies."
terrible.
It's so good.
Oh, that jiggery pokery.
And they're like, because they debriefed BJ. So they're like, all right, tell us what happened, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's not like they had video of the thing he could show him, but he's like, oh yeah, by the way, so I killed, all these people, and she's got the dagger, and then ghosts were attacking, I murdered them. He's like, wait, what? But eventually people are on board with this. They're like,
you had to believe
okay,
this one guy.
I guess this paranormal squad is fucking working, I guess. And then they're very quickly like, all right, I guess how do we deal with it? Like, they jumped on board that ship so fast.
Apparently, it happens a lot.
There wasn't like, are you sure you weren't drugged or something? He's like, nope. Ghoulies.
Some jiggery pokery, raisin ghoulie trot.
But these intelligence officers, who are amazing in their own right.
Yeah, they are.
They're discussing about, because Zemph's notes talked about a dark night, and they're like,
Batman?
Yeah, that's what I thought the entire time. Batman was probably released in comics around this time.
So they're just like, what are these dark nights?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. We'll keep going through the notes.
Who's this Death Head guy?
Well, he's creating V rockets in Catamarunde. Is that where he is? I think is where he is. He's like, well, he's got a base there he's trying to do something with these rockets. We sent BJ in to sabotage them.
Oh,
Perfect.
Classic BJ.
Yeah.
He hates Nazis more than anybody.
You didn't
sure
think it was
does.
possible, but it
He
is.
sure does.
Poppascotch's favorite protagonist, the Nazis.
Well, come on now. Let's not say things we can't take back. Jesus.
All right, so what do you do as BJ?
Well, then it cuts to you, and you're around the base, and you have to break in. I don't remember if the base had a name. Maybe not.
I think it was just Death's Head Lab.
Okay, yeah, Death Head Labs.
X Lab, maybe? Or is that the next one?
Yeah, that's the next one.
Okay.
That's when he goes to Norway. But he goes there, and he's basically just going through a lab, and he's just sabotaging the rockets and blowing up radars. Typical spy stuff.
Classic.
Yeah.
Nice.
I guess he kind of stops a rocket launch towards London, so he's a hero.
Sure
But you'll never
is.
know because they'll never admit it. And it's kind of a boring level, and you just, at the end, you steal an experimental rocket and fly it somewhere because that's what BJ can do.
He just knows how to fly an experimental rocket jet. Yeah.
In German.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's kind of a boring level. And then it cuts back to the intelligence room. And they're like, oh, yes, BJ got to Malta with the experimental rocket. We'll send all of our special rocket scientists there to go look at it. Oh, he's real good at his job.
Oh, yes. Classic.
No.
So, and then they start talking about Operation Resurrection. And they kind of like, oh, this seems ridiculous, but we're fighting zombies, so whatever.
Isn't the whole point of using code words to like kind of sort of
Mask
obscure what you're doing,
Yeah.
Operation Raise the Dead guy.
Yeah, exactly. Operation Bring Back the Dark Knight from olden times. Like,
Maybe it's lost in translation.
I was just going to
somewhere.
say, something's lost in translation there.
Maybe it's just they're so confident that these allies can't do shit. But they're like, yeah, we're going to name whatever the fuck we want. We're going to send out messages that aren't coded. Fuck it.
Those dumb Americans can't speak German.
Yeah, they don't know what we're talking about. Operation Raisin Dead in Stockton.
By the time they do, it'll be too late, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
So they follow Death's Head to his secret X-Lab facility.
Bum, bum, bum.
Just want to stop you there. Great sentence. just overall, just great. I'm completely on board.
All right, so then, they have a scientist from the Nazis who wants to defect and help the Allies. So BJ's going in to rescue him.
Of course. Who else could do it?
Yeah, just BJ.
Good point.
And, so his job is to go in there, and if he can find information on the rest of the stuff, that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to figure out what Death's Head Operation Resurrection is all about, because it can't be about resurrecting people.
No. It's got to be something totally different.
So it cuts to you going into the X Labs. No, this isn't the X Labs yet. This is his secret base.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is this when he leaves and you interrogate the German guy?
Yeah, at the end of it. After you steal a tank to get into the facility, you save the defector, and he gives you the venom gun. Well, he tells you where it is. Now, he mentions it. Maybe he doesn't show you where it is, but...
Don't you get the gun here? Or you get blueprints
somewhere.
for it somewhere?
Yeah. He says it's there in the thing, but you eventually find it. And you go into the rest of his secret underground lair, and you start fighting, like, half robot, half human enemies.
Ubersoldat.
Yeah, Ubersoldat.
Ja. Ubersoldats, ja. Spieler, ja.
And you chase Death's Head through this secret lab, and he escapes on a U-boat.
Ah, classic.
But he's going to his X-Labs.
And where are they?
I don't know. You interrogate this guy, and as we know from video games, interrogations is easy.
Always works.
Immediately.
I'm not gonna tell you where he is, and BJ's like flexes a little bit.
Okay. These are exact coordinates.
That's all I know.
Here's the password to get in.
Since it's a World War II game, you have to have a U-boat or a U-boat level or someone escaping on a U-boat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's got to be on the bingo board, right? U-boats?
Or just Nazis.
Yeah, some kind of Nazi thing.
Nazi enemy, I guess.
So I guess after you interrogate this, cuts back to the intel guys again, which is kind of the in-between levels thing they do. They talk that the X-Labs are in Norway, and they're creating the Uber Soldats, and has something to do with the occult.
Don't they say like there's zombies? They call them lopers or something in this section?
Yeah. They're kind of genetically engineered Nazi things, I guess.
That go loping around.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck lope means.
And like, oh, kind of like, I always thought it was kind of like moseying.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah, something like
mosiers.
that.
Yeah, it's, again, lost in translation from German English.
All right.
So they're like, all right, well, BJ's on his way to figure this stuff out, too. He's going to the X-Labs.
Boom.
Is this? It's kind of confusing because they run back together over and over. But is this the one where the guy's like, "Wait a minute, Legions of the Undead, super soldiers? What is all this nonsense all about?" Like he doesn't believe it.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's either this one or the next one where he's talking about it.
Okay. But there's one where all of a sudden we have a hard time with this.
Yeah.
Like,
All this jiggery pokery.
jiggery pokery.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's such a great phrase.
And they talk about how great of an interrogator BJ is because he got the guy to confess where everything is.
Like, you see that? He didn't even do anything. The guy just spilled the beans.
He'll be a good cop someday. So you break into the X-Labs and you go around trying to find documents on Operation Resurrection. And, what do I have written here?
Find journals?
Yeah, journals and gene something? I don't know, whatever. Robot lopers they have and
Yeah.
fighting all kinds of weird Nazi experimental soldiers.
Exactly.
Right.
Then you get into the underwater part of the lab.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
What's
every
that?
lab has an underwater part. We know this.
Where their real super soldier program is. And then you run into Death's Head, and he reveals his first try at the super soldier, and it's just a big guy in a big metallic robot suit that kind of
Oh, is this where you fight the first full super soldier?
Yeah. It's kind of a boss fight, and they're very slow moving.
He's like a RoboCop Nazi.
Yeah, except he's not even good.
And he's got a cannon on a hand. Yeah.
So you end up fighting this boss, which The video I watched, the guy just hid behind a pillar, went out, shot him. And the soldier didn't even hit him. He just did it real slow and annoyingly.
Nice.
It's like a fucking Dark Souls boss.
Yeah. And you eventually beat the first Uber Soldat.
Mm-hmm.
And you start chasing after Death's Head. And somehow he escapes in a rocket from this.
Oh, he does have those rocket jets.
Yeah. So you miss him. But you got all this information on Operation Rescue, and you bring it back to your intelligence guys.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
It's amazing. BJ has found everything we need to know about this.
Yeah. Like, oh, he's so great. So great.
And you don't know what else he did? He found a letter telling us where Himmler's going to be for the next 48 hours.
Oh, perfect. This is what he's like. Advanced weaponry, biological engineering, robotics, and the occult. It makes sense. I don't know how.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite quotes. Makes sense. I don't know how. But it all fits together.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
That's fantastic.
And he also found a letter where Death's Head has told Himmler about this super allied soldier who's coming in and trying to stop him. Not to underestimate BJ.
Ah, yes.
And then, because here's where I have, their plan is to raise the Death Knight, okay? And then I have a debate over, if it's believable intelligence or not.
Yeah. Everything, we totally were on board with everything till right now.
Yeah. Now it's starting to they're going to raise a Death Knight.
It makes sense. Don't know.
I don't know how. It all lines up.
It all seems to be going somewhere.
So what are they going to do? They're going to send BJ back.
Yeah. BJ's got to go back to Castle Wolfenstein and stop the ceremony.
Is this the scene where it's just like a guy with a truck and he's like, I got sausage and cheeses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This went on for so long.
The town is barricaded and a guy's trying to get his sausages in.
It didn't make any sense. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, then all of a sudden you just see a parachute in the background.
What am I supposed to do with all this cheese?
That's exactly what it sounded like.
And dude, the Nazi NPCs are fucking great because they're all bumbling fucking morons. And it's fantastic. They're a joke, and they are a joke, and they should be always forever treated as a joke. Not like, I don't know, potential voters.
They're all like, they remind me of like a whole army of the guy from Hogan's Heroes.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. The Hogan's Heroes vibe, yes.
I can't think of his name, but...
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's not Colonel Clink. I forget who it was.
Yeah, the other guy. What am I going to do with all these sausages?
Go ahead, calm
What
down.
are we going to do with all these sausages?
Yeah, they're all parodies of like real people. It's amazing.
He says something like, this is for the Ober... I forget the head guy's name. The Oberfuhrer.
Yeah, they call them Uberführers, yeah.
It's like, I can't let you in. No one's allowed in. Well, then you have to explain it to him. Call him. I dare you. Like, and it just keeps going.
It's like, we can't call him. It's on lockdown.
Yeah, this is like the longest clip of the whole movie, too. It's like 2 minutes long.
Just to show him fucking...
The first time I watched the video, because it was only like 35, 40 minutes or whatever, I had it on while I was doing like work and something else, and then this scene came on. I'm like, did it change fucking videos? Like, what am I watching? I had to go back. I'm like, no, this is it. This is part of it.
It didn't fit at all. But
great.
it was so
It
welcome.
was good. It was good comedy for the game.
Oh boy.
You think the guys like writing this are like, man, I've had this idea of this stupid German sausage guy. I gotta throw him in here.
We haven't even said sausages once.
Perfect.
So anyway, it shows you parachuting in the background. And you end up in the town where Castle Wolfenstein is. I don't remember the name of it. And apparently all the upper SS paranormal guys are in town. And your first job is to kill all of the head guys, which you seem to do fairly easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're just humans.
Yeah. You kill those 5 SS paranormal operatives. And you get to the chateau where the upper operatives are.
Oh. Is this Mariana Blavatsky?
Yeah. And you find
There it is. Perfect.
Blavatsky. And you find out that she's there and she's leading the anointing ceremony to turn the Uber Soldats into Death Knights or whatever.
And she's dressed in that sexy, tight leather Nazi outfit. we've all come to love.
All of them were. Even like the women's like super like the regular women soldiers are dressed in that. It's like shorts.
So good.
And some of them had like leather, I guess jumpsuits is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Catwoman suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were like the enemies you found in the game. Like they were the super like the special ops.
Yeah, I took them as like Secret Service for the SS paranormal operatives, but they're all over.
Yeah.
So that uniform is standard issue, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Apparently, from all the games I've seen.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to go to the ceremony and stop it, but you get there a little bit too late.
Oh no, what happened?
And Marianne Blavatsky has already summoned the Dark Knight, and the Obersoldats have been told into what seems like less powerful Dark Knights than they were when they had all the robots.
Oh, is this before she turns and puts on a different sexy bikini outfit?
With all kinds of face tats.
I think you're
now.
mixing up the regular SS operative girl, because this one, she has tattoos all over her body, the Marianne Blavatsky.
I thought it was her. It's
a different one before.
Oh, okay.
That's the normal
They
enemy.
look the same.
Yeah, pretty much. But she awakens, I guess they call him King Heinrich or whatever the fuck he is.
Heinrich the First.
Yeah. And she like, oh, I'll do anything to serve you. And he turns her into a zombie.
Ah, jerk.
Yeah. Sucker.
There goes your sexy outfit. Now you're just a dumb zombie.
That was pretty great. She's like, I will definitely serve you. Okay. Bloop. And then she's a zombie monster.
And they took those like robotic super soldiers and turned them into like just guys with axes and shields.
Those were the Dark Knights.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but they had to like sacrifice the Uber soldiers to get them.
Yeah, why couldn't you just sacrifice regular soldiers?
Yeah.
That didn't make sense.
Or just leave the guys in this armor suits because they seem like they do better jobs than.
Yeah, right.
So then you get to, and BJ breaks in and he has to fight the three Dark Knights, Marianne and Heinrich the First all at the same time.
Oh, shit.
Which just seems like it's really annoying. But
It's a bunch of kiting.
yeah, that's all it did was kite around the
I know what that is now.
I swear we've used it in previous
I'm
episodes.
sure we have. He probably just shook his head like, oh, okay.
What are their nerd words?
Must be talking about magic. So you kill all of them, and then what happens?
BJ saves the day.
Oh,
And then it cuts to like Himmler standing watching the whole ceremony with binoculars.
what a
He's
coward!
And he's like, oh, that BJ guy. Now I got to explain to Hitler how this one guy stopped
He's
the whole
ruined
plan.
it for all of our Nazis.
All about Nazis, yeah.
Yeah, and he's very pissed. And he's like, all right, I got to go talk to Hitler.
I got a meeting with Hitler in a couple hours.
What am I
I'm
going
not
to
going to be
do?
happy about this.
Oh shit!
Our whole Death Knight Operation Resurrection has been stopped.
But before the game's totally over,
One more intel briefing.
yeah, we gotta go back to the guy at the desk.
And the guy informs him that Operation Rescue has been stopped. The Death Knight and Dark Knights are dead.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah. BJ's done a good job. We'll give him some time off.
Yeah, it's about time he goes on vacation.
Yeah.
So where's he going on vacation?
Killing Nazis.
Oh, he just goes into the front lines of the war.
Yeah. He's like, what am I going to do? Not kill Nazis? That doesn't sound like vacation.
I can either kill Nazis or not kill Nazis.
I don't know. I got a hankering for killing Nazis after killing all these Nazis.
Just
Now,
wet
see,
my
they-
palate.
Killing the supernatural Nazis was very difficult. So he wants to take a break from the really hard stuff, and killing regular Nazis is like nothing anymore.
That's That's rest and relaxation for
Yeah.
BJ Blazkowicz.
Hey, man, some people just can't sit still, you know? They need to be out and about and, I guess, murdering Nazis.
It's a fair pastime.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's a very uncomplicated tale.
So there it is.
That's it. That's the game. So, let's go ahead and mosey on into our favorite segments, which are the final thoughts. So, yeah, I know, crazy, right? Let's start with...
Why don't we start with you for once?
Okay, I mean, I could start with me. Although I'm pretty sure for once I just did it like 2 weeks ago I started, but that's
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, let's start with you again ananyway.
Yeah, I don't remember
Great.
you ever starting, but I don't pay attention much.
Let's see. Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you, Mr. Poppascotch?
Well, thanks for asking. Would I play it? Well, somebody ordered it on eBay, so maybe. When the long play is 3.5 hours, yeah, I might give it a shot. I don't remember specifically ever actually playing it, but looking through the game again, I was like, goddamn, this feels so familiar. So maybe I played part of it or borrowed it from someone or got a little piece of it in, or
Maybe watch somebody play a little bit of it.
maybe, I don't know. It felt very familiar.
There's probably a dozen games almost exactly like it. You could be
True.
Yeah. Would I play it? Sure. Just because it's so goddamn short. And murdering Nazis is always a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So, did the story work for me? I mean, sure. Sure. It's not a game that tries to dress up anything or try to be more than it is. It's like an exploitation movie as a video game. And in that sense, it definitely succeeds as being ridiculous and murdery and killing supernatural things and bikini leather Nazis. Like, it has everything. It has everything. So, did it work for me for what it is? Absolutely, sure. What would I score it? I mean, it's tough because I feel like it did a good job of accomplishing everything it meant to accomplish. But if I have every game at my disposal, how high would I actually rate it? You know, this is a tough one. I went back and forth, but looking at, I did something I never do, which is I looked at my previous scores.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's definitely better than Turok for sure, and I would definitely put it above Mafia. So I have to go ahead and just by process of elimination and continuity, I got to give it a solid 11.
11.
Wow.
Going with 11. It did what it was supposed to do. It's fun to blow away Nazis. I didn't hate the protagonist because he didn't fucking talk. All he did was murder. So that's my 2 cents. So how about we move over to you there, Sir Chump Slap? Would you play it? Would you score it? And did the story work for you?
Well, novel questions. Thank you very much.
Didn't see it coming, did you?
No. Jeez. I don't know how to respond to this.
not at all what he expected.
Would I play it? No, I wouldn't play it. I'd play the new Wolfensteins if I'd played any, I guess. Did the story work for me? Yeah. I mean, the whole time you were just trying to figure out what the Nazis were doing and stop them. And that's what you did.
Yeah.
You got sent
Couldn't have
here.
said it better myself.
Was it Helga von Bülow? No, she's dead now. Oh, they're still doing stuff? Okay, let's go after Death Head. Oh my God, now it's Blavatsky. Whatever. You went after him, story worked, made sense. I mean, advanced weapons, biological engineering, robotics, and the occult, it made sense. Somehow, I don't know,
Yep.
but it made sense. But considering I wouldn't play it, I only gave it a 7. Because I don't know, maybe it should have got a little higher score, but I don't know. I'll keep it at a 7.
Interesting.
All right. Well, you know whose turn it is now. It's the man who picked the game, Dr. Syintist. I think. Do you remember what we're supposed to ask him, Chump Slap? I don't remember.
I think one of them is, did you score it? No. Wait. Would you play it? Would you score it? And did the story work for you?
Well, I like the story. I mean, killing Nazis always gives it extra points. Mm-hmm. But the occult part of it, I kind of found a little interesting. Not at all where I expected it to go when I picked the game, because I didn't play this at all. I've never played any of the Wolfensteins except for the first 3D one. Kind of annoyed me a little bit that he was the one sent everywhere.
He was the only one that could do it.
Yeah. He wasn't even in a squad. He didn't send other guys to do it. It's just one guy could only do the problem. It's only the real problem I have with it. I gave it extra points for shooting Nazis. I gave it 8.
Oh.
All right.
Did the story work for you?
Yeah, as much as it could, yeah. It's an early 2000s-ish game. It wasn't. I mean, I like the throw in the Nazi paranormal bullshit for a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was a weird time in games where they had really big ideas, but just not enough processing power to make it happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stuff had to fit into a framework. So what does that give us as a score?
Oh, I don't remember what everybody else
It was
scored.
a 7, 8.
26?
26. All right. Well then, 26, that's the official Plotty Time score. Of course, that is out of 81 total stars. We're each out of 27 stars.
Obviously.
If you don't know that by now, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. So I guess that's it. That's the game. So let's go ahead and wrap this one up with our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Tom Hanks film of the week.
Tom Hanks.
All right, great. Oh, we're not done.
Sorry. Got carried away.
Every week, we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed amazing Tom Hanks piece of content, and he has yet to disappoint us. So, this week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got?
Well, I mean, it's Tom Hanks killing Nazis. We'll just go classic Saving Private Ryan.
Perfect.
Wow. That does fit so well.
It's amazing how he has a movie about everything.
I know. Especially
really
about
is.
the Nazi occult.
Really is. Saving Private Ryan, classic. I mean, that was quick. All right, cool. Let's move on to then our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Fuck, marry, kill. Yeah, nothing? Okay. There it is. Okay. Every week, Dr. Syintist and I pick 3 characters from the game we just talked about, and then Chump Slap has to decide which one he's going to have sex with, which one he's going to marry, and which one he's going to murder. And in the rotation, this time, Dr. Syintist, you get to choose 2 characters.
All right, I'm going to make this one easy. Marianne Blavatsky and Helga von Bülow.
All right. Easy so far.
Okay, then, I mean, that's great you didn't take mine, because I am taking Higgs, who is the British Army officer who said your favorite quote.
The jiggery pokery.
The jiggery pokery, that gentleman, yes.
Well, he's getting married.
I knew that right away. I saw that one coming.
He's going to have so many stupid things to say.
I expected it because he was powerful.
No, it's never going to get old with that guy.
Oh, God. Perfect.
Well, we'll have to slaughter Helga because she's not as attractive as the
At least you're honest about it.
Mariana Blavatsky or whatever. And she failed at her job. At least Mariana. She resurrected Heinrich. So she did a good job. She's classic. Wearing those.
But she's a workaholic.
Yeah, but she wears that sexy Nazi stuff.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. And we're going to keep saying how they're my favorite protagonists. Get the fuck out of here.
He just thinks it's sexy.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
All right. So the rundown is you're going to marry Hicks, you're going to murder Von Bühne, and you're going to have sex with, what's her name?
Marianne Blavatsky.
Blavatsky. All right. Perfect. Well, let's say that some people think that, maybe you should just have murdered Higgs because they're monsters, and they wanted to write a long-form email about it. Where would they send that email, Sir Chump Slap?
You can send it to plottytime@gmail.com, and if you use funny English slang in it, I'll enjoy it too.
Yeah, send the emails there. And let's say they wanted to get us quicker on the socials about why Blatsky is definitely the person that they should be marrying. Where would they send those requests and get in touch with us quicker, Dr. Syintist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram and Twitter. And Poppascotch.
Yes,
What
sir.
if I wanted to watch a logo of Plotty Time while I listened to this at the same time? Doing 2 things at once. Is there a way I could do that?
Is there a website that hosts videos?
I don't know.
Amazing. You guys are thinking that line of thought because we just opened our Plotty Time YouTube channel.
What?
That's convenient.
Still no pictures of me on the internet.
So if you're one of those people that likes to hop on in there and listen to the podcast on YouTube, every episode available right now for freezies. Get up there, enjoy, click on stuff, subscribe. It'll be a great time.
Let us know what you think.
Like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah.
So that does it for us. So this week, go play some games and go check us out on YouTube.
Stay safe.
Peace.